All right, we are now live on Discord. Going back over to Rocket League on my Windows here. How are you doing tonight, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, quite toxic. We are joining into the private match now. So the setup for this is going to be 4 players per game, per match, on each team. 1 alternate sitting out. Myself, your host, Boomer Knock, spectating and casting. Here we go. Tony and Pronoia on the first kickoff, and it died in the midfield. Oh, Team Artie bringing it down. Manifest bringing it around the corner, not quite getting it out of there. Splix going up, bringing it down. Pronoia's there, putting it above Orange's net. Tony bringing it out mid. Larry popping it out. Manifest there to stop it. Ooh, Splix coming in right before Larry can get to it. Team Artie bringing it out of the corner. Splix there, sending it all the way across. Pronoia bringing it down just above the top bar. Oh, Manifest and Larry with a 50-50 in the corner. Larry brings it out past him, but Splix is there. Bring it back around mid. Team Artie brings it just out over Manifest again. Pronoia there, bringing it up. Ooh. Tony slapping it out before another blue teammate can get over there. Splix with a demo, pinching it right off the ceiling. Not quite the angle that it needs to get, and it's just floating right in front of the orange goal. Tony bringing it down from that upper corner. Larry bringing it out to the left wall. Popping it out mid. Tony bringing it down right in front of the goal, and he misses the double. Team is taking a shot. It's a little bit too low, getting blocked by blue. Manifest bringing it over Team Artie. Team Artie with a save. Bringing it down. Larry Culpepper with a demo. Team Artie bringing it down on the wall. All right, down to Manifest though. Tony slapping it out away from orange goal. Splix taking it up the wall. Larry there just to knock it back out and over. Oh, we got a 3-way 50-50. A little scary there for blue. Ball just stopped right there. Team Artie bringing it down. Tony! A light little tap to the left-hand side of the goal for the first score off of a 50-50 from Manifest, making it 1-0. Advantage Orange. Splix and Larry on the kickoff. Splix faking. Pronoia bringing it up his own wall. No boost on that there. Can't quite get it. Splix with a good save. Putting it into their own corner. Tony with a nice little pinch. Bringing it down and a double tap. Right out of the corner. Tony careening to the top of the scoreboard. Looking for that MVP with plenty of room to spare. Now sitting at 2-0 orange over blue. Splix coming up and down out of the way. Tony is right there. Living up to his try hard towards that MVP. Ooh, Pronoia coming out with a 50-50 against Team Artie. And we are... Ooh, Tony stopping it from going mid out in front of Orange's net. Splix popping it there. Oh, Manifest side flips instead of going forward. What a fake when there's nobody there. Tony breaking it down before Manifest can get to it and continue there. Faking up high right before he would bring it down. Manifest, oh, popping it over 2 orange defenders right before he gets demoed. Team Artie putting it up on the wall, but Pronoia right there. Splix popping it really high. Pronoia 50-50 up top against Tony, keeping it on Orange's side. Now, blue is putting a lot of pressure on Orange right now. And Tony is up, misses the ball, or faked it, not sure. But how he is performing tonight feels more like a fake. Larry popping it out in front of Tony. Tony up. Ground to air dribble. Splix slapping it out of his hands. Oh, Manifest putting it back and away. Pronoia 50-50 with Larry. Bringing it out and away. Splix chasing the ball down 50-50 against Tony. The right-hand orange corner. Pronoia bringing it out of the corner. Oh, the attempted bump. Not quite enough. Pronoia stopping the forward momentum of orange. However, we've got a double commit from blue. Tony there again. Tony being everywhere on this. Manifest putting it a little far out from his side. Alright, Manifest slapping it up just above Tony. Pronoia bringing it left. T Marty right there. T Marty popping it high. Splix popping it up above Larry. Oh, Manifest hitting it up in front of Blue's goal. Pronoia bringing it down, but Tony gets a touch on it before he gets demoed by Pronoia. Pronoia up for it, putting it down in front of the orange goal. Manifest a little high. Tony bringing it out, getting the pressure off of orange. Pronoia pinching it. Tony right there to stop it. 1 second left. We are now at 0. And that right there is going to be the first of 3 games. Orange taking it 2-0. Tony coming out on top as the MVP. T Marty and Larry Culpepper grasping that victory from blue with Spillix, Pronoia and Manifest. And right now, we might have a message from our sponsors. If we ever had any sponsors. This could be you. Your product. Your name. Here. Center screen. Your best pitch on the pitch. If you want a slot, let us know. CIE. Critical Instinct Esports. Still waiting on 2 more. We've got Tony, Scope, Pronoia, and Larry Culpepper. Still waiting on Spillix and Rome coming in. A little late, but never wrong. All right, now we've got it. We've got it starting on our second match of this 3-game series. 4 individuals, 1 alternate. Larry Culpepper taking it from Rome, but Pronoia pushing it back over to Orange's side. Splix with a shot, but Scope is there to just scope it out and smack it down. Ooh, double 50-50 from Rome against Larry and Tony. And a big demo right there. But Rome is there to just knock it away from Tony. Larry taking it back. Larry bringing it up into Blue's corner. Oh, not quite coming off the wall enough to get a pass out mid. Rome and Scope battling it out for that shot. Oh, another 50-50 between Rome and Scope. But it's now up and high in front of Orange's goal, and Splix just barely off the mark. Rome putting it back up. Pronoia up for it, but it is tapped right out of the way before he can get to it. Rome picking up the big boost there. Pronoia sitting in goal waiting and ready. Rome, a little bit of an air dribble. Oh, Tony bringing it up to the thing. Oh my goodness, bringing it up to the corner. Splix with a redirect. Rome hitting that top bar. Scope finally getting it out of there into the corner. What a close battle that was. Blue trying to put it into Orange's net, and Splix taking a shot. Little outside. Pronoia up over Larry with a shot. Tony is able to stop it. Rome putting it up over Tony again, but falls right into Tony's hands. Oh, going up for a cuxer. But a defender is right there, ready. And a big demo from Scope. Getting one of the offense out of the way. Rome up on the ceiling. Bring it back down to Larry. Pronoia is there. Get it out of there. Roman Scope once more with their Titanic-sized... Ooh, I don't even know what to call it. These two guys are battling one another on this pitch for, for glory and for the victory. Oh, a big demo from Rome right there. Clearing out the midfield. Pronoia grabbing the big boost again. Scope is there, coming down. Pronoia pushes it out right before Scope can do anything with it. Tony grabbing a big boost. Oh, Splix coming out with it, but it is pushed back out over to Blue's side. Rome coming down with it. Tony right there to 50. And then 50 again. Scope putting it up. Splix with a save right before it hits top left bins. Spillix and Tony 50ing up high. Scope with a double tap off the ceiling. Rome catching it. Ooh, 50-50 from Tony and Rome. Rome coming up with the attempted redirect, and he gets it. But Tony doubles it back out away from Orange's goal. Ooh, Spillix with a little tap, putting it up over one defender, but can't quite get it over the other. Tony putting it high. Another catch right towards the goal. Rome is right there to stop it. Ooh, a little double commit from Tony and Rome up on the wall. But they managed to pull it back out. Oh, big double commit from Larry and Tony. Larry bumping his teammate from behind, but able to come back out and get that taken care of. Larry back up towards the ceiling. Okay, Scope picking it up where Larry wasn't able to touch it just then. Rome popping it right up over Tony, but Larry's back there to push it back towards the blue goal. Big bump out of the way from Larry to Pronoia. Not enough, though. There was not an Orange team member to push it in. Oh, Spillix with the slightly open net. Couldn't quite get there in time. Tony back up. Rome popping it up high. Scope with a great angle for a shot. However, defenders are still there. Oh, Tony putting it a little bit high on that shot. Uh-oh, we have an open goal on Orange's side. But that's not quite it, because Tony is there to once again push it out. Scope passing it down to Larry. Larry bringing it back up into the corner. Tony bringing it out, but Rome 50-50ing Tony. It's up on Orange's back wall. Scope brings it down, and it's now going to overtime, 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. Off the kickoff, it is slow. Oh, just outside on the Orange goal. Larry clear to the side. Tony and Spillix with a 50-50. Spillix almost putting it into Orange's goal. However, Rome bringing it right over Larry's head. Rome coming down in. Oh, and he misses. Just off the mark. You can cut this tension with a butter knife, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Rome up. Ready for the double tap. Rome putting it in. 36 seconds into overtime. Rome, you see the replay here. Just beautiful mechanics and Scope coming in for the save. Not quite enough. Making this three-game series 1-1, evening it out. Pronoia pretty high on his ping, as well as Larry. Having some small ping issues there. Rome carrying the team. Pronoia having quite the presence. Tony once again showing a lot of promise in this match. So now we're going to game 3. Well, viewers, it's that time again. If you so would like, or you know someone that has a product, a service, anything, a YouTube channel, that might want to have an advertisement here during these times of break from CIE, Critical Instinct Esports matchups, 3v3 in-house games and series, hosted by yours truly, Boomer Knock. let us know. We'll throw you up here. Put your information up on this big screen. And you can get your name out there. But all right, we've got teams changing. We've got individuals popping in and out to bring in the last 6 players for this final 3v3 matchup in this best of 3 series. 1 game each. Blue versus orange. And as of right now, we are awaiting one teammate to join up. And there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, he's joined the party. However, not yet in the match, but it's okay. Got a few moments to wait. Again, if you have a product, YouTube channel, streaming service, services, or anything else you'd like to put up here for advertisements, let us know. As you can see, we've got plenty of time. So we're still waiting on that one player to join the match. It looks like he has. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now joining the match for this last 3v3 of this series. We've got Pronoia, Manifest T, and Rome versus Team RT, H, Tony, and Scope. Big 50 in front of Orange's net. Rome can't quite get there quick enough to bring it down in front of Team Artie. 50-50 from Scope and Manifest. Manifest puts it right around Scope. Pronoia with a shot. Not quite on the mark. Tony bringing it back out. Tony with a big pinch. Scope right there in front of Blue's net to just smack it in before the defender can get there. Watching this replay, Tony with the great Cuxer pass. Scope putting it right in front of Manifest, forcing that own goal. That's gotta hurt. You don't like having it happen to you. I don't like having it happen to me. And it's just insulting. Tony coming around like a bat out of hell, but not quite getting there. Team Artie bringing it off the back wall. Rome bringing it back out, but Tony blocking Rome right in front of that Scope, pushing it back out in front of Manifest, pushes it right towards the orange net. Team Artie throwing it up like a college kid after a party. Ooh, Tony bringing it down from the wall, but getting 50'd. Scope with an opportunity here, puts it off the back wall. Rome pushing it back out, little air dribble there, and a demo on Tony. That's gotta hurt. Pronoia bringing it up the wall. Tony there, getting his payback. Stealing that ball away. Oh, big fake from Team Artie. Tactically putting himself out there and letting the ball fall. Tony with a reset right in front of Blue's goal, but Rome is able to bring it back down. Scope putting it out of the way before Rome can do anything with it. Team Artie bringing it up. Pronoia hitting it down off of Tony. And we're about to hear an Elton John song from the Pinball Wizard, Rome, with a big self-pass, slamming it down into the ground, bouncing straight up, putting it right over Scope, who cannot get the uppies enough to make the save, putting this game at 1-1. Tie game. Half of the players on this field having a great day, but Scope putting it off of the right hand pole, and Rome with a save pinch off of the top crossbar. Rome bringing it back out. Big air demo. Tony with the shot. A little too high. Scope putting it into Blue's corner. Rome and Pronoia up in the air. Bringing it out. Rome bringing it out. Trying to get the double touch. Doesn't. That inadvertently fakes Tony. Oh, Rome with the shot, but Tony with the save. Tony bringing it back out, but Rome body blocking Tony. Keeping him from it. And Manifest coming around. Bringing it out the corner. T. Marty bringing it down, and Pronoia out of nowhere. Presumably driving in from the backfield when everyone was distracted by Manifest. T. Marty trying to stop the shot from Manifest, and Pronoia jumping in and throwing it into the back of the net, bringing this game to 2-1. Minute 45 left. Rome coming around. Scope bringing it off of him. Big 50-50, middle of the field. Turning more towards Blue's side. Rome bringing it down. Ooh, Team Marty. Heavy 50 against Rome, but Tony coming back around as Blue, Pronoia and Manifest are trying to get it out of there. Manifest backwards. Cannot predict where Tony's going to shoot it. Putting it on the left-hand side of the goal. Tying the game up again. Less than a minute and a half left. Tony, full boost. Bringing it down. Flip reset. Rome reading every page of Tony's playbook. T. Marty pulling it off the back wall from Blue's side. Bouncing off the back of Orange's side, and Tony is there for the barely save, but Rome flies in from the back rooms. Tony trying to get it out of there. Rome incessant about making the shot. Now bringing it 3-2 with a minute left. Pronoia winning that kickoff, but Scope right there. Push it back around, but Rome coming up with a musty. Tony tapping it up and putting it way over the net. Try and clear it off the back wall. Blue putting a whole lot of pressure right now. Rome up with another reset. Scope reading it very, very nicely, and it's out in front of Orange's net. Tony putting it out, but the shot coming off of the side of the goal. Now Orange putting the pressure on Blue. Shot too high. Rome coming off the sidewall with a redirect. Out of the corner. Tony reading it right out of there, putting it over Pronoia. 6 seconds left in this. Scope, something to do. Coming up, not quite getting it, and it is down. Blue comes out on top, ladies and gentlemen. Rome dominating the entire field for that entire match. Now, that was amazing. We have Tony asking for one more switch. So, what we're going to have here is possibly a random game afterwards. Bonus material that no one on the edited version is going to see. So we're going to go ahead and have 7 players on the field. Or a 1v1, v1, v1, v1. Round 3, sticky nuts. No idea what that means. But here we go with your bonus match. Boys and girls, and this is just for anyone currently watching or anyone that's going to get the code and the invite to watch this on YouTube afterwards. Larry Culpepper rejoined the party. Tony left the party. Not sure what's going on here. And if anyone can hear me out of it, please do let me know what is going on, because it was okay for everybody to just jump in and do one more random right before. But we can go ahead and go to the interviews with the teams afterward. Just waiting on everyone to join here. And there we go. Last rosters. Understood. So, we are having a rematch of Scope, Scope, T Marty H, and Larry Culpepper versus Spillix, Manifest, and Rome. So this is a grudge match, ladies and gentlemen, of the last two teams that played, I believe. However, I don't see Tony in it. So this begs the question of, is this a grudge match or just for fun? And I really do hope everybody's having fun, and a close shot on there. But with Scope just beating in on that, Spillix coming in with a shot. T Marty's right there to knock it out of the way. T Marty off the ceiling, getting 50'd pretty big. Larry Culpepper putting it towards blue net. Ooh, Rome can't quite get there for it, but Spillix is there for the save off of that. T Marty no boost. Couldn't get there to double it. Rome bringing it out, but Scope just ready. Larry Culpepper 50ing it off of the top of somebody's car. Rome bringing it down, and Scope with the fake. He faked the net. I saw that net twitch, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't, you must be blind. That net was so scared. Oh my goodness. But T Marty making the ball poop itself. And here we go. Spillix with a shot. Going right past the last defender into the goal. Is that Larry Culpepper that... Oh, Scope, Larry, and T Marty were all there. And my goodness. Manifest and Scope on the kickoff, going towards Orange's side. Splits. Popping it over T Marty, but not over Larry. Rome with a double tap pass. Scope pushing it out before Rome's teammates can get there to push it in. Manifest coming down. Ooh, came down a little too hard. Opponent's right there to put it underneath him, but a big passing play attempt by Blue. Scope throwing it right at Rome's face. Larry right there to catch it off of Rome's face. T Marty with many a touch within a 2-second period. And Larry trying the side 50. Not that successful on it. Ooh, Orange bumping each other in front of their own goal. It's not a good thing you want to see. Rome slamming it upward. Larry right there to save it. Rome popping it back up. Spillix touching it. Rome with the soft touch underneath the defender. Scope. My mistake. Underneath the defender, T Marty. It's hard to read that fast. But Rome, with all roads leading to him, Manifest and Scope on the kickoff. Rome coming back up, picking it up off of that with a ground pinch and a good, beautiful little block off of T. Marty's touch. Larry Culpepper coming out, but not before Rome can get there. Push it back over to Orange's side. Spillix with the big fake. Oh, T. Marty right in front of Blue's goal. 50-50 against Rome. Larry faking the shot. Rome is not impressed with the air dribble to it, but T. Marty right there to save it. Manifest trying to drop it back in front of Blue's goal, and he does. However, teammates not there to capitalize on it. Larry Culpepper hooking around. And we have another fake here. Rome with a beautiful 50 block and save all in one. Manifest versus Scope in the corner. Scope brings it out and away, and a 50 against Spillix. T. Marty 50ing Rome with a bump that ruined the shot opportunity. Mid-air bump from Scope on Spillix, keeping Spillix away from touching it anymore. Rome falling into Orange's net and getting bumped right back into it from Scope. Spillix not quite able to get there from a bump on himself. Scope taking a shot. Rome popping it out to the side. 23 seconds left. It is not looking good for Blue right now, unless Spillix slapping it in. Excuse me, it's not looking good for Orange right now, and it is looking even worse after that shot. And Pronoia left the match with an early exit. He's going to have to deal with a quite hefty fine from Rocket League Senior Series, RLSS, where nobody's under the age of 16, I don't think. However, luckily this is not going to be on the recorded or the edited version. And it's 0 seconds and trying to keep it up. And it's heading towards Orange's goal again, but it is down. Oh, Spillix off of T. Marty's face. I can't quite get there. And Blue takes that. Last grudge match, 3-0. And that is the end of it, folks. And for now, we're going to head back to the main menu. And we are going to go ahead and go back for an interview with the two biggest knockers out of our 8 players. And to choose those, we are actually going to have our own teams pick those biggest knockers. So, and as Manifest is saying in the text chat, that was good stuff. All of the matches, could not agree more. Adrenaline pumping, heart thumping, everybody hopefully having a grand old time, or even a supersonic time. So now we head back over to Discord, and we are going to go into a main chat. And we are here, folks.
That was
back
still
into
GG's.
it.
Could have been a
Our
lot
team
more.
captain, our team captain left, but he said that or no, Splix is the team captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, good fuck Splix. You
So-
just got demoted.
Yeah.
What we're now going to do is we are going to have an interview with the two biggest knockers chosen by their own teams. And we're going to go ahead and have everybody else muted for just a moment while we interview these biggest knockers. And We're going to take a look, and hopefully there's no cleavage in between them, no hard feelings. And go ahead, teams, and let me know who I'm interviewing.